Hi Giovanni, how are you?
Good, thanks, and you?
Fine, thanks.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, è vero, me l'avevi già detto. Fine, thanks, and you?
Yes, fine. I'm very well, thank
Okay.
you. You mentioned that you have to go to England to take part in some meetings, is that right?
Sì, esatto, devo andare in Inghilterra e quindi ho
Yeah.
bisogno di fare degli incontri
Okay.
e devo sapere come dire sono d'accordo o non sono d'accordo.
Okay, so agreeing
Agreeing and
and disagreeing.
disagreeing.
Agreeing and disagreeing.
Disagreeing.
Good. Okay, well, we can look at that today in the lesson if you want.
Ok.
So I say, Giovanni, I think we should invest more money in TV advertising.
Ok.
Now, what ways can you agree with me?
I'm agree with you. Sono d'accordo.
Now, if you say I'm agree, you're translating from the Italian.
È vero, questo è un errore tipico.
Essere d'accordo is typical, yeah. But in English, the verb is I agree.
I agree with you.
Okay, so that's one possibility. Now, if you want to add emphasis to that because you're in 100% agreement, what could you say?
I totally agree with you.
Very good. So you could say I totally agree with you.
Yes.
I completely
agree with you.
Yes, or even I fully agree.
Fully, pienamente.
Yes.
I fully agree with you.
Very good. Now, can you think of other ways, alternatives to I agree?
I'm with you, man. L'ho sentito.
Yes, that's very informal. With
Yes.
you, man. Maybe not quite appropriate for a business meeting, but nice one. Other ways of saying agreement are I'm in favor of that.
I'm in favor. Sono a favore, giusto?
Yes, I'm in favor of that. Or I support that.
I support that, ok.
Another thing we often use is I see your point.
Ecco, non mi veniva questo.
Yeah.
I see your point.
That's it. Now, let's imagine that you agree with me, but not totally, only partially.
Ok.
So I say to you, I think we should invest more money in TV advertising. What do you think, Giovanni?
Well, I quite agree with you.
I quite agree with you.
Quite, sono quasi d'accordo con te.
Oh, now that's extremely interesting because actually if you put quite before a verb, you know what it means?
Quasi?
Totally.
Totally?
If I say I quite agree with you, in English it means sono completamente d'accordo.
Davvero?
Davvero.
Quindi se io dico I quite agree with you, vuol dire sono totalmente d'accordo.
Yes.
E non sono quasi d'accordo.
No, isn't that interesting? If you put quite in front of an adjective, like he's quite nice, it's quite difficult, then it means abbastanza.
Ho capito.
And this example of quite before verbs meaning totally is only true in certain cases.
Okay.
And agree is one of those verbs.
Ok.
So I quite agree with you means I totally agree. So other ways of saying partially.
Allora, non sono molto d'accordo.
Fino a un certo punto.
Ok, I agree until a certain point.
Perfect translation. Yes, we say I agree with you up to a point.
Up to a point. Ok.
You can also say I partly agree with you.
I partly agree with you.
And then another thing we often say is I see what you're saying, but.
Ok, so uno ripete la frase e poi però mette un but, quindi
Yes.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think, eccetera.
Exactly. All right, that's partial agreement. Actually, the Americans say, I kind of agree with you.
I kind of agree with you.
Okay, so that's partial agreement. Now, what about disagreement? Imagine I say to you, I think we should invest more money in TV advertising, and you don't agree at all. What would you say?
Non posso più dire I'm not agree, perché è sbagliato, so I don't agree.
Okay, now if you say I don't agree, that's really quite direct.
Ok.
Can you make that less direct?
Gli metto un I'm sorry prima, I'm sorry, quindi faccio la parte dell'avvocato.
Okay, I'm
e
sorry.
poi gli dico però oggettivamente I don't agree with you.
Right, now, there's something that I'd like to teach you.
Okay.
When you want to psychologically prepare somebody for a negative answer, there are two very good words in English which can help you do that.
Okay.
And the first one is, well. Do you know what the second one is?
No, però già well mi piace tantissimo.
Okay. So I can say to you, do you think we should invest in advertising? And you say, well, actually. Actually is a false friend. It doesn't mean actualmente.
Sì.
It means veramente.
Ho capito perfettamente, questo è molto bello. Quindi io devo dire, well, actually, I don't agree with you.
Yes.
Questo è un modo educato per far capire che
Exactly. Great. So that's different ways of agreeing, disagreeing, and partially agreeing.
Actually, I like it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Giovanni. We'll meet again next week.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.